Hello everyone, today I would like to tell you 10 conversations between two people about the man and the woman. Conversation 1. The woman said to the man she had reviewed his cover letter and resume and had decided, and she said he was a good candidate for a position in their company, and she suggested coming by for an interview that Friday. The man replied to the woman he was free all day long and he wanted to know what time he should come in and how long it would take. The woman replied to the man the preliminary interview would be at 10 in the morning, and she said it usually took 20 minutes, and she suggested calling back for a final interview, and she said it would be on Monday. The man agreed with her and he said he would see in her Friday morning. Conversation 2. The woman wanted to confirm if he knew the bakery down the street, and she said it was going to be closing just soon. The man replied to the woman that was sad, and he said that shop was old and operated by the elderly married couple, and he said it would become a coffee shop chain. The woman replied to the man that was sad and that was so hard for a small family-owned businesses to stay profitable those days, and she thought she wished there was something that she could do. The man suggested staging the fundraiser for a bakery, and he thought they could keep it open. Conversation 3. The man said to the woman before he could prescribe her daughter medication, he wanted to know how long she had been showing symptoms. The woman replied to the man she had started coughing a lot the morning before, and by the afternoon she had been running high fever, and she wanted to know if it was serious. The man replied to the woman she would be fine, and he said cold was common among children, especially at that time of the year. And he said he would give her some medicine to soothe the cough, and he wanted to know if any allergies. The woman replied to the man she wasn't allergic to anything, at least not that she was aware of. Conversation 4. The woman said good morning to the man, and she said she had come to ask him if he had time to talk about her design for a new logo that she had submitted the week before. The man replied to the woman he was sorry her, and he said he hadn't got any time right then because there was an important meeting that he had to be at in a few minutes, and he said it would take all morning. The woman replied to the man she just wanted to know if he thought it had been interesting or if he wanted her to make the changes. The man suggested stopping by his office before she went home that evening, and he said they would talk about it. Conversation 5. The man said to the woman he was going to arrange a meeting to discuss in the office recycling policy. The woman replied to the man she hadn't heard anything about that, and she wanted to confirm if they already recycle. The man agreed with her, however, he said It was going through far too much copy paper, and he was afraid it had been wasted. And as he said, a lot of people were neglecting to put used paper in the recycle bins. The woman replied to the man, if they told them to be more aware of problem, she thought they should start conserving more paper. Conversation 6. The man said to the woman she had asked him to draft up the legal file at the courthouse that afternoon. However, he had never been there before, and he wanted to know the best way to get there. The woman replied to the man, if he drive, it was pretty easy to find. Although traffic was potentially bad at that time of day, and the downtown area was crowded, and a lot of people was out on their lunch breaks. The man replied to the woman he could take the subways or the bus, and he wanted to know if public transportation would get him there quickly. The woman disagreed with him, and she gave him $20, and she suggested catching a cab. Conversation 7. The woman said hello to the man, and she said, that was Miranda Taylor from Oak Hill High School. And she said, his son Peter was in her English class, and she was calling because she would like to meet him sometime and talk about his academic performance. The man replied to the woman he hadn't known there had been problem, and he wanted to know if Peter was doing poorly. The woman disagreed with him, and she said she thought he might be eligible to enter an advanced program for gifted students. And she said before she recommended him, she heard approval from his parents. The man replied to the woman that was great news, and she said he would leave his wife now that she called, and they would call her back to schedule an appointment. Conversation 8. The man said to the woman he wanted to buy a space heater in the bedroom, and he thought it would keep them warm in winter and reduce power bills. The woman replied to the man she didn't think there was enough room in the bedroom, and she was worried it would make the air too dry. The man replied to the woman not if she had gotten the new model, and he said they was making them much smaller those days, and they was already got the humidifier. The woman replied to the man it was worth a try, and she hoped he was right about power bills, and they had been paying for far too much ever since the weather became cold. Conversation 9. The man said hello to the woman, and he said he just had received her shipment of limited edition rocket lines, and they were extremely impressed with the craftsmanship, and they were very confident that product would sell big their store, and he wanted to know if they could make another 20 units by May. The woman replied to the man they were happy about that. However, she said 20 units by May was very big order, and she didn't think they could have that order by May. and she said they would need at least a month. The man replied to the woman he was worried about that. However, they would cover all shipping costs as well. The woman replied to the man that was a tempting offer, and she said, if they ship by air, it would take away a bit of the burden. However, she didn't think that would be enough, and she said she would contact the factory and see if they could also pass a contract with another countries, even hire more workers. And she said she would phone her people and had an answer for him by Tuesday. Conversation 10. The man got attention to the woman and he wanted to know where to find mustard. The woman replied to the man. She suggested finding mustard and the rest are condiments in aisle 5, and buns and bread was in aisle 10. And she said, if he was planning his summer cookout, be sure to check out their sales at butcher's counter, and hamburger patty was on sale. The man wanted to know what about steaks, because his wife had asked him to pick up some steak for dinner, and he wanted to know if they were on sale too. The woman agreed with him, and she said some of brand steak was on sale, and she suggested asking which ones when he got there. Thanks for your watching.